I'm going to share a bunch of tips with you on how you can be an awesome office manager, what skills you need to have to be able to succeed and make sure that your organization is a success. Welcome to Efficiency and Organization, the channel where we talk about everything having to do with time management and planning, organizing, and basically being able to achieve a lot of great things in being successful in general, whether it's at work or at home. Okay, so let's say you're an office manager. Number one is you have to make sure no matter what role you play, you are maintaining a positive attitude. You're helping everyone else maintain a positive attitude, because even if you have a small office, if you are being optimistic and you're being positive, then automatically it's going to make everyone else want to work there. Even like your vendors, your suppliers, your customers, they're going to sense that, and it's automatically going to help to increase how much business you do and how you run things. So even if you say, well, I'm not the one in charge, I have people who are above me, I'm just in the office managing things, it doesn't matter. You still have a role to play in making sure that you have a great atmosphere in the office. And so I have an article that I've written on this topic. The video would be too long if I only focused on this. And I do also have a couple of videos that I've done on a positive atmosphere at work. The links will be in the description of this video. One of the other big things you need to master is prioritizing, because you probably have 7 to 15 things you need to do at any given minute at work. How do you know which one to work on? What's priority? You can't give priority to the thing just because you have a phone call right then and there, or just because there's a person standing in front of you and asking for something. Prioritizing means being able to know exactly what things need to be done and choosing and picking the ones that are most important. It also can't be where you ignore and postpone doing things just because they're hard or just because they're boring. The opposite, it should probably be where the most challenging tasks, the ones that you are the least motivated to do, you end up doing first during the day just to get it done and over with. Do not rely on your memory. Write everything down. I'm going to repeat because this is so important. Do not rely on your memory. Write things down. Don't be lazy. Write things down, because chances are you're going to forget because there's just too much to remember, and then you're going to look bad. You're going to look bad to your customers, to vendors, to your coworkers, bosses, and your reputation is going to be that they can't rely on you 100% because you're going to forget. If somebody has to follow up on something with you, that shouldn't be the case. It should be where you're on top of things. It could be that other things are more priority, but if you communicate that with people, they'll understand. So if you need 48 hours to get back to them, let them know, but make sure that you do, no matter what, follow up or follow through within those 48 promised hours, because then again, it's going to hurt your reputation. Use a calendar, use a planner. This is extremely important. I am not an office manager. I have a couple of small businesses and I have a full-time job as a school administrator. And guess what? That's a lot in and of itself. So I use my planner, and you should see how much I have written here, and I follow it to a T. Because again, over the years, I've learned that if I rely on everything up here in my mind, I'm going to forget. Once it's here, I go, oh yeah, I did need to do that. Then I just cross it off. So whether it's things I have going on in my personal life or at work, I just write everything in a planner and I look at it every morning so that I can organize my day. It's an extremely important time management tool. Make sure that your workspace is very organized and not cluttered, because if you lose things, you lose paperwork, it's not going to look good for you as an office manager, and also it could be detrimental. So you want to have your workspace. If you look around me, my space is pretty clean despite having a lot of things that I have going on. The other thing you might want to do is have your project folders. And so project folders I've talked about before on this channel, and they basically look like this. So today I'm going to record 3 YouTube videos. So that's why you see these folders. It's one for each project for each video I'm going to do. So what I basically do is I have like a sheet that's a checklist, and it says what the name of the video is and what I need to do. First one, record. Second one, edit. Third one, post on YouTube. And so I follow that same consistent process every time, which leads me to my next tip. You need to have systems. The better systems you have, the better for you. So for example, do you have work that you do that's like repeated all the time? Like for instance, do you have office meetings that you have to set up for every week? That's something that repeats, right? It repeats periodically. What do you need for that? You need the agenda, you need to send reminders, you need to have the space available, make sure you have enough seats, make sure you have snacks, right? And so even though it's like maybe 5, 6, 7 things you need for the meeting, you want to have something like this where it's a checklist, it's written, and you can follow it. What's nice about something like this, like a checklist, is if you are absent, so let's say you have a child who had some kind of an accident, had a fracture or something, and you can't be at work for like 1 or 2 days because you need to be home to take care of them, and the office meeting is coming up. What you can do is not stress. If you have something like this, then you just tell the person who's helping you or even your employer that you know, like, this is what I've checked off and this is what still needs to be done, and they can easily follow it for you. Have your everyday tools and supplies on hand. So for example, in an office, what do we use a lot of? If you print a lot, you need to make sure you have some toner on standby. I do. I have toner in my cabinet, so that way if my printer runs out of ink right now, I'm not going to panic, I'm not going to worry, I don't have to waste time driving to the store. It is here ready to go. If you need staples, if you need rubber bands, whatever it is that you use in your everyday line of work, make sure you have those things in supplies. But again, keep everything decluttered. There shouldn't be boxes under your desk. There shouldn't be boxes here and boxes in front of you and underneath you of like supplies and things. Everything should be labeled and nicely put in cabinets and drawers. As you're working, make sure you use a timer, so that way like you have scheduled tasks that you need to do and work in small increments. If it's a large project that you're working on, that if you had to like sit down and do it, it would take you 2 days, like 2 whole days, you have to break them. So do backward planning. Say, okay, this thing needs to be done. I'm organizing this huge event and it's going to be in 2 weeks. What do I need to do every day for 15, 20, 30 minutes? That'll lead me to being finished and in great shape, and everything is communicated about the project to all those involved by the time it comes. Focus on your energy throughout the day. Make sure you're alert and good to go. Keep having positive self-talk throughout the day. So make sure that you're watching your energy levels and you're keeping up with what needs to be done. Fight distractions as much as possible. Fight distractions, fight distractions. When I say distractions, I mean social media posts, I mean gossip, notifications, scrolling through social media, whining, complaining, overthinking, spending too much time decorating, moving a picture from one side of the wall to the next, sending personal texts. These are things that distract us during the day when we have important, prioritized work to do. So just be mindful of your time management during the day. Maximize your down times. This is very important. When things are a little quiet, so let's say at the end of the day, or let's say like between 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock is when generally things are a little bit calmer and quieter. Instead of you deciding, okay, it's quiet right now, there's nobody calling and there's nobody coming in, I'm gonna file my nails or something, or I'm gonna check my personal emails. Instead of doing that during work hours, what you want to do is get ahead. This will really help you to always be on top of your work and on top of everything you need to get done. I hope that a lot of these tips are useful and helpful to you. And there is some more that I'm sharing. Just make sure that I just don't like to make the videos too long. And so that's why I try to keep them right about the 7, 8 to 10, 11 minute mark. But there's a lot that I can share with you, I could talk to you about. One of my suggestions is if you want to get the book, Efficiency and Organization, the very first book that I wrote, there's a lot of like bulleted information like this that'll help you. The link will be in the description so you can check it out from Amazon and see if you like it. I also have some tools and things that you can use, like tools and supplies The links to those are also in the description. And I will catch you in the next video.